G'day folks, just lately I've had quite a few people asking me when the yabbies start to come out and when the yabbies start biting. There's no set date. They don't come out on October the 19th or September the 28th. They come out when they're good and ready, and that varies from dam to dam. Now today I'm yabbying. It's a little bit early in the season, but I've chosen this little dam here that I had some success in last year in the hope that it might be okay, because it doesn't have any trees around it. There's nothing shading this dam, so it's basking in full sun when there is full sun, which isn't today. So I'm hoping the water might be just warm enough to stir a few yabbies up and get them biting. But for all those people asking me when the best time is, there's only one way to find out. Head out to your favourite yabby spot and give it a crack.
Shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy breeze.
I ducked into Bunnings on the way out here and bought some builder's line. I just needed some string to tie the meat into the nets, and this just looked like a good size. Not too heavy, not too thick. Certainly very visible. Look at that, lamb's fry. What was that? $5.14 at Coles this morning. This cost me. I like lamb's fry. It's a good bait for yabbies and crayfish. I need to cut this into 4 so I can cut them reasonably big. The problem is I'm not leaving myself any spares, so I've got to make sure it's tied in properly, because if I lose the bait, I've got no more bait to replace it with. I put that on there so the wind doesn't blow the bag away. That looks really gross. Not to me, but probably to a lot of people. I remember, this is no jokes, I went to the Wangaratta High School for a little while years ago, and we had, it was biology, and we had to cut stuff up as part of our learning. I kid you not, they got us to cut up lamb's fry. Can you believe it? What's even more unbelievable is the amount of young people that had to leave the room when we cut it up. Like back in the day, I had my own pocket knife in my pocket. I don't even need to use their stupid utensils. I just pulled my pocket knife out and set to work cutting up this lamb's fry, because it's like just something I'd done on the weekends anyway. And yet some people were walking out of the room with their hands over their mouth. Soft as marshmallows. Right, here's my nets all baited up. I've just got 4 nets. I think I'm allowed to have 5, but 4 will do. I hope this little dam is deeper than it looks. When you're looking for a yabby dam, one thing you should look for is dirty water. Really dirty water is always a good sign. Yabbies love this dirty water. This algae and slime that you can see growing around the edges of the water, yabbies actually feed on that, so they like dirty water. But I think this is a little bit too shallow, but you never know. I'd really like to have a stick so that when I throw it out, I know it's going to sit flat. I can lower it down nice and flat. Oh yeah, I've just put all 4 nets in. Even though it's only been like 1 minute, I'm going to check the first net that I put in, just because I'm impatient. Okay, current time is 1:15. I'll give them 15 minutes. I'll check them at 1:30. Give them quarter of an hour. Rightio, now it hasn't quite been 15 minutes. It's been 4 minutes. But let's try it. Let's go and have a look. My maturity is on display here. My patience is on display. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Nothing. Nothing. Rightio, it's 120, 121. This time I'll give him the 135. I promise I won't be impatient and I will wait the full, well, 14 minutes now. Let's just see if I can do this. Yeah, last year when I was here, I caught quite a lot of yabbies. They were mostly small, but the water was right up higher around the top of the dam here, around this grass. There was like aquatic weeds all around the edge of the dam. That's how much of it's disappeared in 12 months. Talking about weeds, I just want to tell you a little poem. There once was a man from Leeds who swallowed a packet of seeds. He grew grass all over his ass and he couldn't see his nuts for weeds. How much longer have I got? Still 14 minutes. Look at this, 1:36. I've had the full 15 minutes. I've even gone like 1 minute more than I said I would. Uh-oh, that's tangled. Nope. Nothing, not a single yabby. 1:38. I'll check in about 1:50 or a bit after. I'll give them 10 or 15 minutes, and if there's still no yabbies in any of the dams, I'm going to pack up and find a bigger dam, because I suspect it is a bit early in the season, but more so I think it might be the fact that this dam is very, very shallow. My nets are lucky to be landing in 10 centimetres of water out there at the moment. That's more than enough to keep yabbies alive, but they must know that that's going to get very, very warm when the weather warms up. You see, what yabbies do, they walk across land at night time and find other dams. There's another one just up there. It's a similar size, but it may be a little bit deeper, I'm not sure. There's a big one over there further, which is where I might go and try. Righto, last time around the nets. If there's nothing in them, pulling them out, going elsewhere. That net is literally in about 5 or 6 centimetres of water out there. Rightio folks, this dam has been disappointing. Haven't seen a single yabby. It's very shallow out there, way shallower than I realised. This time last year I caught a few in here. This year it's a different story. I'm going to head over to another dam that I know now. It's never one for a lot of yabbies, but it's got a lot more water, so it should have more yabbies in it, hopefully. That's the plan. Let's go and try a big one. Right, this dam's a lot bigger than the last one. Having gumboots on is going to help me to get the net out a bit further. The water's also quite a bit clearer, which isn't what I want, but I think clearer, deeper water is going to be better now than dirty, shallow water at the moment. Rightio, it's time to go and check the nets at this new dam. I won't start here. I'll go around here and start at the end. That way I can walk around and do them in a straight line, get a bit of a system happening. If I can find where I put the net. There it is. I don't like the water being a bit clearer, and I don't like the fact that there's no shells or claws lying around the banks, but I do like the fact that it's got water, unlike most other dams in the area at the moment. Nothing. Same as all the others. Nope. This is in the deepest water, this one. What the hell is that? It's a bloody carp. I caught something. That is a Crucian carp. You see that? It's not a European carp. Different sort of carp. That's a goldfish. Huh, unbelievable. How ironic is it that the other dam I was at was really shallow and almost dry, and I couldn't catch any yabbies there because of the drought. This dam here is down about 1.5 meters on what it should be because of the drought. So the day I decided to come yabbying, it rains. Rightio, the way I'm going today, my GoPro battery was flat before I even catch a single yabby. What about this one? Finally! I finally caught my first yabby of the day. It's taken me approximately 2 hours, and I've checked the nets probably 20 times or more, but I finally caught my first yabby. Hopefully I can get this net back in before he gets back in. Wow, that hasn't taken all that long. Very fat claws, hasn't he? Look how fat his claws are. Right, yeah, this is the net that had the carp in it earlier. Sit. Right, now there's my first yabby. He's not a monster. In fact, he's not a bad yabby. He's certainly a big enough yabby to get a bit of meat off, but he's by no means a monster. Now I'd like a dozen of them, but I'll be happy if I get 2 at the moment. I'm happy that I caught one. I've been yabbying for about 2 hours. I must have checked these nets 20 times. I finally caught one yabby. Rightio, these nets have had close to 20 minutes this time, maybe even a bit longer. I've caught another one. I've caught 2. The double header. And they're not big, but at a time when I'm not catching many, they'll do. Right, now let's put those 2 yabbies in the bucket. What I'm going to do now, a little trick I picked up back in Nam. I'm just going to freshen this meat up, and to do that, I've got to sink my thumb in and just rip it open a little bit. Get that red and bloody centre out. Just to give it a bit of a fresh sort of a feel. Just to freshen it up. Yay. Right, this is the home base net. Right in front of where I've been sitting patiently. I'm going to move it. Here comes the rain again. Alright. Right, now this is the net where I caught the biggest yabby today. And I've got another one, beauty. He's not big, he's big enough to cook though. He's just big enough. Pretty much what I do, anything about this size and over I will cook, because you actually get a bit of meat off their tail. Anything under this size, actually give them to my blue-tongued lizard now, within reason. Keep a few. Satan, my blue-tongued lizard, he loves a feed of fresh yabbies. Rightio folks, well that's it from me. I'm about to head home. I've had a wonderful time. It's been very, very slow. I only managed to catch 4, but that's 4 that I wouldn't have caught if I didn't bother coming out. Now to those people that have been asking me when do the yabbies start biting or what's the best time to catch yabbies, they're just starting to bite now. This video should answer your question. They're just starting to bite, but they're a little bit slow. As the weather warms up, the warm days become more and more consistent, and warmer, the yabbies will become more and more active. Now today I've managed to catch 4 yabbies. One of those 4 yabbies is quite a nice yabby. The other 2 are, the 2 bigger ones are acceptable size if you want to keep a feed. They're not monsters, but they're quite nice. The smallest one's a bit on the small side. I could give him to my blue-tongued lizard Satan, who loves a feed of fresh yabbies, or I could eat him myself. I was going to put them back. I thought there's no point dirtying the dishes for the sake of 4 yabbies, but then I thought, if I cook these 4, between the tails of those 4 yabbies and the claws off that bigger one, because he has got quite large claws, I'll get a little bit of meat, and it'll be enough for me to get the taste for it, and I reckon that I'll be out yabbying again pretty soon, because I love a feed of fresh yabbies. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed, why not do so? Because if you've liked this video, chances are you're going to like other videos that I'm going to be making in the future, and believe me, I'm going to be making lots of them.